Hello tubers, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. In case you don't know, I will be doing the new quest here, the Dane quest. And stuff will be muted, okay? How much will be muted? I do not fucking know. But I will re-upload a version where everything is voiced normally. But that will be once they voice everything, okay? So I don't know if it's next patch, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 patches. I will see once it comes out, okay? Like, follow, subscribe if you want more info about it. Anyway, let's see what Jansan has to say to us.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Wittily.
Oh hey, Coach Jansan. What are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
New Paimon voice. I like it.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Rather than training.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved.
I'm so happy. Paimon's replaced, finally.
Cramming in a workout at the last minute does
Tubers, if you think this is like the best patch,
well, as you can probably
I swear to God,
I'm not able
you're one
to
of us.
compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Yeah, that makes sense.
in case you don't know, she had like massive crash outs. It was a piece of shit.
Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Jansan's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition.
New Paimon voice.
Perfect.
I have to get used to that, I'm honest, but I like it. I'm happy.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
Nothing going on in the area.
Check the other
Yep.
section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
And then Dane comes in, speechless.
We're experts at
As
strolling
always.
and patrolling, don't you worry. What's this?
What the fuck is this shit?
Always a cave here?
I don't think there was always a cave here.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
There's an artifact exit.
Why is it hiding away here?
Because it's a fucking volcano there.
You woke it up.
He runs away! Sit down this shit.
Guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now. You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Okay.
Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
That definitely does not look cheap.
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. Suddenly they come with a fucking spaceship.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
How's that? Are you dumb? No, I still have mine. She has one? When did we... Huh? How the fuck?
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours...
Since when do we have that?
The other one is...
Belongs to the other, to my brother.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Oh, wait, no. Descender. But
Descender.
anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it
Oh
get
god.
here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother.
That's a massive
Should
fucking
we
lead.
keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Anson?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Okay, but why?
Cancelled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh, oh, I didn't expect our suspicion to be confirmed so quickly. Ethos on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
I mean, they have ethos.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there is any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Hero of Natlan. And I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
Great. Then let's head over together.
It's space and time for you. Oh boy. Key to Hibernation Chamber. Dude, this is so fucking crazy to me. We have never seen that item, okay? And now suddenly it spawned and we have to accept it.
Mawika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike.
Okay.
Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
I mean, I think they
Too early to
feel
say
like
anything
they're
definite.
weakened,
For
so
the
they're
time being, we should continue
going
monitoring
attacking
the
now.
situation.
Since there's
How the
not
battle's going?
cannonly so much
Not too
time
many casualties,
passed since then, I
hopefully.
think.
Well, Even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
There's no way. No, this one is personal for me.
In what way?
It's my bro. It's my bro! Yeah. The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
Yeah, that's true.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I mean, even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Master of the Nightwind, I don't
I'll
wanna.
join you. Right now, the collective of
Does that
Pledge
mean
isn't facing
shit
a serious
lolly?
threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
I think I should change around my team right now. Because if there are fights, then I definitely want to charge. Kokomi here in this team, if you're ever gonna play this team, kinda would like to switch it to TTDS. Right now my Kokomi has Donut.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Yeah, fucking knew it, man. Why her?
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
I could have put in Oron here and everybody would be happy, honestly, but
Dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something?
I mean, look at you. Yes,
The
kinda.
more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Okay, this has to be a fucking call out to themselves. That has to be called out to themselves. I'm just glad I'm not the one who thinks that. If I were wrong, I would have to change the name long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. Not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that
If you
last
say
part
that,
out loud, Eulalie.
yeah.
Anyway, let's get him!
Let me guess, it's a fucking trial comp or some shit. Oh, fucking nah, man, I don't wanna.
Allow me.
Let's ride. Take me up.
I don't need the fucking Sid Lolly. Don't care about her.
Open fire.
I've charged.
Locked on.
Wait, that's actually fucking amazing. I just realized it.
Locked on.
I have 4 elements on Chaska. Oh my god.
Phew. Much better. That's more like it.
Wait, that is so...
Ooh,
Fucking
impressive work,
poggies.
Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
That is so fucking
Was there a
cool.
battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here.
Dude, this is so fucking nice.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
Let's take down the stronghold.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let's ride. Wrath from the sky. Full throttle.
Forward! Crush them!
The fuck is this shit? Constantly absorb nearby elemental energy and convert into void walls. Okay.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
Locked on. Open warriors.
Attack! After them!
After them!
Full throttle. Pyroclastic surge.
Allow me.
You must be the boss here. Time to show you
Bow
what you
to the
met with the
abyss.
Masters of the Nightwind.
Resist the abyss will pay the price.
Dude, you have no fucking chance, my dude. It's not.
Locked on.
No, I have the power of Chaska on my side, man.
Rusty Ribbon. Midnight Fantastic.
Let's rock. Rev the engines. Wrath from the sky. You two. Time to end them.
Let's run!
Bullseye.
That's so amazing.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest,
That's you,
this was
Paimon.
anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Yeah,
Huh?
me.
Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I believe in Jansen
I'm
more.
not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're no wiser as the Abyss Order objective, back to square one. I could get Ethan to talk to me. I could get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective Plenty. The keys are only leads so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Sure, sounds like a plan. Ooh, before the dawn. Savior. Okay. Let me guess the cave is now gone. Let me guess the thing is gone now. Oh, never mind, it's still there.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
I like how the
Let's look
Hilcher
around for
just
clues.
ran away.
There's no time to waste. The Ansan and St. Lolly are waiting for us. Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh my god, there's some
Oh, thank goodness.
question marks
Someone's
coming.
here. Please help me.
Huh? Who are you? What happened?
The eyes. The eyes never lie.
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person, but where are these monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
He's the monster, look at her. It can't run.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
What do you mean you
We're
don't
almost
understand?
here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
The fuck is she tripping, man?
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
My god, he's mentally fucking ill. Yeah, what do I take? Do we take exclamation points or the question mark?
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay.
That makes no fucking sense, man.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
The fuck are you smoking? Oh my god. The fuck is this shit?
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I swear to god, I want to kill her. No, not gonna lie.
Great! Thank you,
She is
Savior.
so fucking punchable right now, this dumb bitch.
Savior?
She pisses me so fucking much off. I already hate her. She's already shit NPC.
Hold the line.
By royal decree,
Let's ride.
Insufferable piece of shit already. I can't believe it.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. You just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
Don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what the fuck is this shit about? Instead of fucking blaming us for some garbage, this fucking moronic piece of shit, you could just tell her what the fuck's happening.
Sure.
What the fuck should she do now?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy,
Yeah,
that's
suck my
all.
fucking Daisy. Not shy enough to fucking blame us for her dumbass to get attacked.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Oh man, she's mentally
Well,
ill.
Anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now.
Give her
I'm
this.
really grateful for your help.
Will not remember that
No worries.
name.
Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would have made us a more monstrous than the monsters. I would never do something so horrendous.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There's a cave nearby.
Good idea. We'll take you.
Into the fucking crack cave. Nice.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own.
Watch the fucking Hillicher coming back now.
Where are you from, dear?
Or even better, she is
Small
that
village.
Hillicher.
Far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so...
Wouldn't surprise me, please.
Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh.
Savior. Oh my
That's the
god.
second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Episode.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her.
I mean, Lumina's a cutie, but...
Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
The fucking cookiness.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
Okay.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
The gender.
Everything except the gender. The savior was
Ah,
described as a
so-
young man.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior?
Yeah, it's gender requirements to be a savior. I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Who? Who is it?
My retarded brother.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
Ideally not, no.
Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But
isn't he your brother?
What has one to do with another? Yeah, you dumb.
Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
That makes no fucking sense considering we stay in the same fucking spot and walk next to each other, but sure, I guess. We always believed that Doomsday will come. We always believed that the Savior will come. The Doomsday. I like the
Yes.
Doomsday.
Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really
You
buy
gotcha,
this
ignores
whole
me.
doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
As fuck a puppet. Spoke with conviction. I don't think he's lying. Yeah, probably not. By the Abyss Order. Repeat.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just, how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams. And it's not
God.
every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
My god, she pisses me off.
Main limit. What happens after 3 seconds?
Explosions. What if I'm supposed to respond to that? That's a very good question.
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Alright then.
Sure, I guess.
Being on your own isn't easy.
Being on your own isn't easy.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
It's Jan-san.
Oh, you're back. How did it go? Find anything?
That's a crazy
Nothing
woman.
substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Sure.
They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh,
That's us.
you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
But since you asked, this is technically my sibling's fault,
Great.
so...
Thanks, you two.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it though. You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
It seems suspicious though. Could this be related to the true objective?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, traveler.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet? I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad?
My
Or if I
posture's bad.
accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
Nah, dude, he's overthinking just so relatable.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
The fuck? What?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
Nah, man, he's actually
No,
nervous.
of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Great Paimon!
Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think a fair request. What are you waiting for? Let's bring it on. Does he actually fight? Or is it just quick animation? Or you mean QD beating his ass up?
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
That's awesome, kinda. I like it.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the traveler. What gives?
I mean, it's a difference if you just see person or just
Some people
have a fight
connect
with
through
them.
conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay.
Nah, that shit's
To each
normal.
their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
I feel like it could be worth where only we don't see these
So,
enemies,
did the
but
guards find
anybody else. Because we're the senders or some shit.
No. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but Apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
My god. Of course, Paimon complaining. Huh? Ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay.
What?
I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless,
Fucking alcoholic, man.
what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Siglali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh?
Oh, what does that mean?
Noise.
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Siglali, I might as well ask one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard about monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
Kinda yes, honestly.
Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it might as well not exist, right?
That's bullshit.
Hey, I'm not that old!
Agree, it's hard to say. What it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Okay, so there was this Carnian girl. That is not a good start for a conversation, man.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? Sounds a little contrived.
Oh my god, she's so cringe.
That's the part that bothers you?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical
Hate this shit.
contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth.
I mean, her eyes don't
Sorry if
lie.
that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this
But then
girl is.
Abyss, I mean,
she
Abyss
sounds
Order is
like
always
bad news.
connected somewhat to.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy? Do you think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems to trust me after all. Happy to, although I doubt she means us any harm. Yeah, no, I don't trust her.
Let's go check on her.
I don't trust Kanrians. I'm very honest. I'm fuck racist, I guess.
Here we are.
And she's not there anymore.
We'll still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and move in carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Oh, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
I don't trust her a fucking single moment, man. If I had thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge it, and somehow it still hurt less than I expected. My god.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
And generally, I don't know.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me.
They should
It's
have,
not like I
honestly.
can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Nice, sounds good.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak.
Hmm.
Wait, if you really
I don't
thought you were
know.
gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just
I really
don't
don't
wanna come across
trust
as
her
a
at all.
constant
0%.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
I swear to god,
What?
she's
that is
impossible
the
to
real
be
reason.
trusted.
I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so
I don't think she's a
could you make me
injured
some food now?
civilian. You're unbelievable, sure. You just know the recipe. Only takes an hour and a half. I like this game.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too.
I really
Then,
like it.
You can join us for dinner.
It's fucking hilarious. Dude, 1.5 hours and it's fucking dark outside and the moon is up in the air.
I am so full. Thanks for saving me again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No problem at all. That's 2 favors you owe me. Now, hope you keep counting.
You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
The moon is so much diffy.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone.
Now I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slowly. I guess
When
so.
I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
No, it's not. This guy's fake. Why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars?
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
If only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
So with chat, the more convinced I am she's not a bad person. That's what she wants you to believe. And trust that thing a bit. It doesn't sound like she's being brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can't afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Again.
Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, we gotta try the trick again.
Can you see them now?
It's the same two doggles. Why are we looking that direction? Oh.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Burn it down! Open fire!
Oh, big doggo.
Open fire! Locked on! Locked on!
What the fuck is that?
Open fire! Bullseye! Bullseye! Bullseye!
That's like Abyss stuff.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
Yeah, good chase, good chase, good chase, good chase.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith?
Damn. Your chest is pretty well built.
Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
There is something so off about
Whatever
her.
floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, traveler?
Passing. There's in a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor for another night.
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
Seeing vivid dreams fills your mind. Oh. 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 And do I get ported into 500 years before current age again? Or even worse. This is the Night Kingdom. Of course. There he is. Speaking to fucking rocks like an idiot. Where the fuck did you have my flower? Does he want to deflower me again? Love of the night. Exclamation pointer. Head, it hurts. Well, yeah, she's probably hitting us with the bat right now against the head while we're sleeping. Medic, it's gone. Your voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Who the fuck is you?
A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
Okay. I guess we're waking up already? Of course we do.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares.
She
But
mentally
it
ill?
didn't seem to work
I mean, yeah,
on you.
probably.
In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
You're a fucking demon.
Oh, is that right?
Is that right?
You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Think I remember anything? What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Ether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Mind, if the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. That is a lie. Okay? I'm going back to sleep. Can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh. Do I
Judging.
really seem that shady to you?
Kinda, yes, you are. Very honest, yo.
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all of this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
Yeah, I You sure?
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I
Just
mean,
Google.
what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who is that?
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Am I shocked? Hold on, I think I see something over there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
It's
Where?
Dane.
What are you talking about?
How can you not
Abyss
see that?
Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet. The tried and tested method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
This was
What a
like...
weird
That makes no
situation.
fucking sense. But I guess
Maybe
she's
these
just
monsters
an
invisible.
anomaly in the current ley
Is it
line.
Or the monsters themselves.
Since she's Kyrian, she's not
Nuts.
supposed to be like
Well,
that
might
anyway.
as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
They have shields, you dumbass.
All done.
And we on pyro mode, we can't
Hello.
beat one of them.
Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Dainsleif cannot see. Dainsleif. I don't know that.
So,
Already
any
forgot her
ideas
name.
on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go.
I mean, the bitch doesn't know Mawika. Okay, so
See ya, and please take care.
something is off.
Hey, Eon-san, we're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
Okay.
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
The fuck, what? Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements? Did they deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we finally launch an attack? Did we unleash the Pyro Archon's might on them?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive.
So they're fighting
So at
air.
first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
They fought something we couldn't see.
What did he see?
They fought air.
One person. Just a single individual.
Oh, okay, even better.
They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They
Dane.
wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, I got it. I know who. I know.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly, they're a force to be
I
reckoned
mean, yeah,
with.
is he
So we don't wanna
neutral?
come across as too weak or too hostile.
There's a chance he's neutral,
It's
actually.
quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san.
I think.
From your description,
Neutral. Is
we're
it? Is he
already
neutral?
pretty confident that we know this person.
I think he's still against, but he's against both sides. So
Honestly,
like
with
a
the Abyss
triangle.
Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Where it's gonna be? He never misses an occasion like this.
Dainsleif.
Yeah, Turtle's muted. Dainsleif. Dainsleif. There he is. Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Ian-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It's
It is my
totally
honor,
after.
Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for
Mr.
breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I had the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
His voice actor isn't.
It's quite alright. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Yeah.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san!
It would be kind of hilarious
Would it have killed you to
seeing
hear one
Ian-san
more
walk
polite?
away in her
She's our friend!
printing animation. Ian-san, yes, I remember the name, but I will not invest more emotion than necessarily when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It's a matter of principle for me. Fine. Since you help break settlement, we will let you off the hook. Fine, since Ian-san wasn't offended, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Before I see the Abyss Order take action and such, couldn't read. On such a large scale, taking at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. The true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I'm none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan. So whatever they stand to give most must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, you might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they are so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I tend to make the sacrifice greater and more painful than they could have ever anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. The sooner we can do that, the better. That's right, the real scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right?
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
So he's here in person, unsurprisingly, given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then This other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on. The girl called him the Savior.
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Last time I heard that term before was before the Cataclysm. And not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in a myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. What my suspicions are about as well. The term's been around even before the Cataclysm?
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Winster King and the entire court of Canria set about loudly proclaimed the might that he would bring to the nation. The way it sounds as if with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Canria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All the title really stood for was the Winster King's lust for power.
Sounds like the people of Canria really believed in him.
Is that why Ether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he has failed as the Canrian savior? But it certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she descended from pure-blood Canrians afflicted with a curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. It would explain how our people retained the ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I'd suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I'll consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first. I think tomorrow morning we can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. The Schliffers of the Dane. No, we can't give them that much time.
Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan.
Oh,
After
wow.
their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The
That's
location?
important.
The Cinder City.
The City.
Cinder City, huh?
Uh-huh.
That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Malwika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ, this is wasting time. You have the intel you need to act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Well, then I go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Ian son.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. The Dainsleif. Why is he looking at me like this?
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join you, Danny. Alright, fine, I'm coming.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
He called his own bluff. There we go. It's time for battle. It's fine, I have chastity. Good job. So I should be doing mighty fine. Without any more preparation.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed, whether stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at the moment's notice. If you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Lego. Oh? The might of the Twilight Sword. Summon him to clear out the obstructions that bar your path. The swordsmanship Dennis masters the Carrion Court Guard allows him to easily spy the weaknesses in opposing elemental wards. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant, I guess, of the weaknesses, allowing him to also destroy the void walls. Does that work? It does not work. Fucking cunt, man. Oh my god, I kinda wanted to see it. Music kinda banger.
It's revealed. Allow me.
Let's rock! Locked on!
The Dainsleif.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have. Royal decree. Rest and rebuild.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge! Yeah!
Hear ye the words of joy. Peace and hope find you. Is opened unto you.
Dude, this is the Dainsleif. I swear to God, the Dainsleif. Look at him. He has damage, man. He's a physical DPS. Okay, my beloved, why are you climbing?
Oh, it's revealed. Take me up. Open fire.
Look at the Dainsleif. He's doing the thing again.
As you wish.
Allow me.
Dainsleif, relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. Defeating is futile. To resist it.
Damn, I actually got hit for once in my life. But the good thing is, we love to Chaska. Is that the Baptist?
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
Is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
What are you talking about? The riddles tire me. The overwhelming adventures, it's ours. At least for the moment, you know what... Good reading time. You know what that means for you? I'd like to see what makes you believe you already won, or that can you still turn the tide of this war?
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater.
Oh?
For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
The Abyss Order's greatest wish, does that mean? Yeah.
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? He used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Nightwind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
Ooh. What a lot of drivel. Falsehood. are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. Dude, he's speaking like fisherman. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reviving its ley lines?
Right. You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moeka and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
Yeah. I have one simple question. If Karia has indeed been revived, as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
The woman. Science that could have missed. The woman.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it
Nice.
seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Ether, Night Kingdom facing Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. The Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. The meditation of the Abyss Order's followers. I can see monsters at the same time as this. Maybe in a different time space from Dainsleif. If she's Karian, like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Karia that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from the separate time space, Dainsleif has found a way to communicate with her. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Karia has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. Yeah, you're a little bit delusional here. There is only... I guess there was to write something else. Like there. Yeah, there. There's only one thing that demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good.
Hold the line! By royal
The embrace of the abyss. Do you still not understand? My body is failing me.
Yep, that's Chaska for you. Also, there's a chest.
meant to be all of them, right? So...
Interesting.
We've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Dainsleif is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about this. Understand? You think she might be from the revived Karia, yes? I've said my piece. I doubt Karia could be revived so easily. But if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Aw. Who the fuck is that in the background? Oh, the Dainsleif are dying. Nice. Damn. I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier, huh? The curse of immortality has struck you too then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master.
Ooh.
Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Ha! Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I tend to kill you 100 times over. Why even fucking waste your time on this shit, honestly?
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Canria, you would soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
Alright, I believe you. Still,
What is his backstory now?
aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little.
God. Let's talk this through, please.
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you would side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I think we can. We've changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I would have never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Night Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent Blade Work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
My good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, it had conceived corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sertology, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What? Too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore.
Not fair.
Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are
What I do
mine.
not understand is,
So
why are these
please,
fucking
tell
morons
me
not just
everything.
writing
Tell
it
me
down?
about the Conria we once called home.
Why are they so insanely dumb to just be like, I will forget everything, it's fine, I will just ignore it, I guess. It makes no sense. No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So the Conria we once called home. As if still closes his eyes, counting, couldn't read in time. All the memories, the feelings, everything etched to the heart of couldn't read that in time. Him recalling everything, couldn't read that in
seem to
time.
remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I will read the big dialogue quickly. I did a screenshot of it. All the sights, memories, and feelings, everything etched to the heart and mind, are gradually brought back to the forefront again, alongside a feeling of nostalgia and loss. I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The Loom of Fate? What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
But they started with
Think
something.
of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age. The Loom of Fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
The Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose was to supply the Loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
That's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sawn 20 down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course,
I didn't know.
your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army, that strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. I wouldn't say so, memories are much more important. We're gambling everything on Loom of Fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the Loom of Fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough of your beloved leader. He said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. He doesn't give a shit. Honestly, I don't give a shit. For me, it would be worth it. I would just sit back, relax, and let him fucking kill me a billion times. It's fine. Never fucking mind, she's actually there.
Great, she's still here.
I think we get enemy time. I'm so good. Did something happen? Yeah, let's grope again. Okay, fuck me, man. What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Dainsleif is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
Not really, no. We are quite some different shit. No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great. That means the world isn't going to end.
If you would know, bitch, if you would know.
In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland?
Yeah,
No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around.
he can't.
I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way,
In a way.
I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything.
That's a plan.
It's just
It's a little bit different
too
than
bad that we're not
how
from
you
the
think
same
it is.
time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too.
No, it's the opposite. He runs away like a bitch.
So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met?
Oh no, it's gonna be that thing, right?
That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
A memento? Good. Hibernation chamber something something.
Huh? What is it?
Oh, ho ho, okay, ah ha ha. She was that fucking hilly churl. If this is her future, if this is her fate, give the key to this. Keep the key. Shit. I want to keep it, honestly. Fuck, is it important? Shit, man. Ah, hoyo. If I keep it, do I actually keep it? Is the question. If I give the key, shouldn't I get it then back anyway? Because she was the hilly trail most likely that we just saw. Right? So, you know? So, we give it to her to then get it back. That makes no sense. It's like, logical, that doesn't work. Logic isn't logicking. Give it to her, I guess. I wonder what the differences are. You fuck entire brain with that? Seems like. Nah, that's just Lumo Fate, something. Okay, she froze. Ether? It's him, right? That's what happened. Issaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. Ether, you knew of all this? I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Canria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Diridith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned. I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key of your hibernation chamber. So, she actually did it? We've been separated ever since I awakened in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Kanya was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I choose, I regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. Then, but when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer could come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion? Are you mocking me, Issaroth? Daredith succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Khaenri'ah, save this entire world. But instead, the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how a story must end? Has Khaenri'ah really been revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Khaenri'ah are complete. I had always thought, I guess, that Tevat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then, I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. I still received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using Intevat as a base. Is that the name of the flower? I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan's space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Daredith to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hands is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of Khaenri'ah's ley lines. With this, the nation, once known as Khaenri'ah, can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Khaenri'ah so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really just because of guilt? ... When I first arrived in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I'd served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. Wait, what? He forgot me? Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Khaenri'ah. I still see it as my second home. I feel like these are fake memories he has. I don't know why. This is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the Heavenly Principle as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Speaking is so fucking tough. Question mark. What was that? Enemy time? I don't know why, but the way you're talking just doesn't sound like you at all. Ether. This whole thing. Your plan. My movie. Does it have... I couldn't read in time. All along. It's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Numin. We will begin anew at the end of your journey. Damn, that's kind of interesting. What a fucking banger. I have so many fucking questions. And I know none of these will be answered for now. But to me,
Our hero is back.
he really is
Everyone's
not
been waiting for
himself.
you.
I think somebody took his body and put information into this body to make him be different or some shit. They allow 2 people inside this body or some garbage. 100% sure.
This order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsleif's, of course.
The Dainsleif?
What's wrong? You look upset.
Well, of course,
I don't know
dummy.
the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared.
If that was 500 years in the past, that makes all no fucking sense, because then Khaenri'ah should exist. It's so weird. But I guess no, maybe it's lifetime, I don't know. It's fine, I need some time to take everything in. What's the retard appearing again?
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
I did, we had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. but let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
I caught him off guard too. I would never have expected that.
The Lord of the Night
There must be a
did
reason
try
why.
to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated.
Yeah, but I still want to
During the war
hear.
with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Okay.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
I don't know if I could explain it
The Lord
right.
of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any
But
real
basically,
effect on Natlan.
Control C and Control
However,
V into a different
I believe
document,
she
and the
imposed an
document is
additional
stored somewhere
condition of
else.
her own.
And if
An
something's
additional
happened to document
condition?
1, you have document 2
Did
to
you ask for something in return?
replace
No
document
idea.
1 on if there's a
She wouldn't tell me
corruption.
what it was.
Huh.
That's the plan, I think. Or the idea.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war. Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I
Again,
trust
it is
the
a
Lord
fuck
of the Night
morning, man.
unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Got a point, so viel
Come
Nakamesto.
on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Varessa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first.
Huh?
Eon-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
If I could guess, I would say Hibernation Key number 2 is there now. And it wouldn't surprise me
Let's fly.
if we get an item there, like the Helix Club or some shit.
Let's ride.
For that.
Rev the engines.
The club is still there. The fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. Faint sense, someone's grasping your hand. This time it sends you to deep sleep, where your dreams await. With Paimon. Paimon's Paimon. I want the Hilly Church fucking club, man. Man, god fucking damn it.